Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to the Seance of Blake Manor, where, when we last left off, we'd been making some pretty good progress at getting every single person's little mini-mission solved. Quite well, actually. If we go to the culprit and look at all the mysteries, we've got all this lot done. We've got all of them done except for Hunter, because I just haven't yet. It keeps telling me to investigate the stables. I'll probably be doing that in a bit because I've got some spare time. We've got these two, you and you, left to do. Those two I'm fairly certain are going to be tied together. Either these two are tied together or these two are tied together. It could be a threefer, which would be a surprise. If it is, it's the only one in the whole game. There's you. What was it I needed? Mr. Dolan. Oh, that's right. You. Investigate the burnt symbols. That's right, yes. I can't do his because I need to work out the burnt symbols, which I can't do until I get into the other part of the basement. I can't do that until these two bugger off. Basically, I need to get into one of these two doors. I don't know which. Probably this one if I had to guess. Because I need to get into there, I'm assuming, in order to find some keys, or at least one key, so I can get into here. I think. I don't know. This is all my guess. So there's that we need to do. So yeah, in order to solve him and him, we need to get into the basement, which we can't do yet. You... Oh yeah, we need to go into her quarters. Again, can't do that yet. These two, again, probably tied together. But we can't get into the Blake residence yet. Don't know when I'm going to be able to do that. As I said, these three are tied together. You... What was it I needed for you? Apparently I just need to talk to you. Well, that's interesting. Oh no, I need to talk to the kid. Yes, that's right. I need to talk to... No, wait. Where is it? So, yeah, he's left his stuff. Should talk to the boy and understand the connection. Yeah, again, until we can get into the Blake residence, I can't do that. So, all of these people I've got, with the possibility... This is the thing, right? What it says your current focus up here is usually important. Now, I've got some time to kill because the cleaning of the basement doesn't finish until 3 p.m. So that's, so you know, these two, where are they? These two don't leave until that. I'm missing something. I don't know what. I don't know where. It's telling me to investigate the basement. Oh, and here's the thing. I was looking at notes on master keys, right? I forgot I had this. And I was mooching through my stuff prior to the stream starting. Because the key we're missing is the northwest corridor key, which is in the stables safe. Now, I don't know if I can find the code to the stables safe in the stables. That would be weird. But the game is telling me to investigate the stables. And this is usually pretty accurate. Because if I need to investigate somebody's room, it will update when I found all the important information in that room. So my thinking is to spare a bit of time. Because I don't just want to waste 16 minutes. I'm going to the stables. And I'm going to... I've done it once. And I must be missing something. And I don't know what the fuck I'm missing. If you look over all of this, and it's all in blue, you can see that it's all blue. I've looked at everything before. There's nothing here. And I tried to wonder if, you know, maybe there's something there, but there isn't. I've tried to look at the safe. I've got no clue what the bloody hell it is. And it's driving me nuts. Because it's all in blue. It's all stuff I've looked at.
There you are, love. Good girl.
Pet. We know that that was replaced recently. I also don't know what this is about. Like, why is there just a little thing here? Actually, considering the map, that could be how I get into the Blake residence, or out of it. Something I can interact with. What the fuck am I missing? I'm missing something. There is... Maybe it's not in the stables. Maybe it's somewhere else. But I'm sure I've been over this whole area. And yet the game is telling me to investigate the stables. Now my theories are either A, I have missed something here. Possible, although... does not look like it, does it? I don't know. I really feel like I'm missing something, and I don't know what the hell I'm... What the fuck? Sorry, is... Oh, that's really fucking hard. No, hang on, I went through here before. That was not written there. Was it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? 26, 14, 32. Oh, for fuck's sake. $26. Seriously? What? I swear. I'd been through that entire place. Did I just miss it because I'm an idiot? 14. And 32. Still saying investigate the stables. What have we got? Ooh, what's this? Strange materials. Twigs and horsehair. They're covered in soot for some reason. Same material which used to craft the charm in Miss Dean's fireplace. This is the one why Mr. Hunter have placed it there. Fair enough. Groundsman key. Oh, for fuck's sake. Was that it? Presumably I now need to talk to him about it, but he's not currently available. I'm an idiot. How did... I'm sure... Maybe I wasn't highlighting it enough. Oh, I don't bloody know. I hate myself sometimes. Okay, upstairs. The northwest corridor, which I think is this one. Oh, that's northeast. Okay. Gotta start somewhere. Clothes, nothing special. Journal. Victoria wanted to investigate herself, of course, and see that Miss Dean no longer has the means to threaten us. But I've told her she absolutely cannot. If we're discovered doing such things, it will just be scandal upon scandal. We'll find a husband instead. So even if Miss Dean does make it public, what she knows, it will hold little weight. Might not be so terrible. I can hope, at least, can I not? List of names, the first three are marked off. Callahan, Scarrett, Blake. Fourth name, O'Mara, is not marked off. Last few days have been terrifying. I feel so vulnerable, not being able to see anything beyond the mundane. I just know Dean is behind it. I've decided I'm going to ask Dara for help. I didn't want to worry him, but he'll have something for this surely. Thank goodness he's here. So did you really ask Mr. Hunter for help? I should investigate further. I have agreed Mr. Hunter on Saturday at 7 p.m. Oops. Gents changing rooms, an undignified meeting place. Oh wait, no, didn't I stumble into that by accident? Yeah, I think I did. Hey, Jagoth! Welcome, welcome. What is that? Dream imagery. See, during stable, I want a degree of control. Ah, I get the feeling I was probably supposed to come here much earlier, but I was an idiot and missed the code. Because, you know, I'm an idiot. Small shoes. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I know that. Protestant cross. It's just stationery. Tarot cards. Huh. Photo of what must be Miss McLeod. And yes, that must be Mr. Hunter. They both look much younger. This must have been taken some time ago. Odd for her to have this. They must be close for her to have kept it for so long. What is that? So this water has been drugged, but by who? Oh. Perfume, book. Looks like Chinese on label. I don't think this is Miss McLeod's. We can make a hypothesis, apparently, on... Oh, hunters. Really? Okay. Okay, Draga's goal is to bind Miss Dean to protect McLeod from harm. I know what happened here.
Mr. Hunter placed a binding spell on Miss Dean just before she went missing. I should find and confront him about this.
Okay, well, here's the kicker. I can't do that right now because he's engaged in something that I can't interrupt. Unfortunately, we do not have a lot of time. Is that basic stationery? Yeah. Ooh, letter. Last time you were home, you picked up some of that Scottish girl's tics. Maybe some practice before your schooling goes to waste. Open the wardrobe, I say. Opens one drawer. Candles, petals, offerings, and food and money. Seems to be a shrine. Photos of her wedding day. And then a death photo of the same man. Don't have dates for either event, but she's not old enough for either to be very long in the past. Clearly she still mourns his passing. Okay. I don't like being in someone's room when I tick over the hour, so we will, just in case they show up there. I don't know if they can, but they might be able to. Alright, let me find one of those. Yeah, you. Let me just wait. It's only 1 minute. I don't like being in someone's room, because if they suddenly teleport there because of the changing of time... Ooh, a talk on Irish mythology. Might be worth going to, actually. In the drawing room. What do you think? Spend half an hour on that? I got time to spare. Words I may end up regretting, but I think I do. Why did that say guest? Hang on, where am I going? Drawing room. It's this way. Then I need to track down Hunter and do his thing. And then I need to go back to the rooms. I need to sort the basement. I've got like 3-4 different things at the moment.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Rory Callahan, and I'm pleased to see you all here. I'd like to give my thanks, first of all, to you good people for attending this talk of mine, and to the Marquess for inviting me to speak. I'm going to talk to you today about the mythology of Ireland, the generations of mythical figures that were said to walk this land before us, and the story of our forefathers, as legend tells it, and how they secured our place here in this small part of the planet that we call home.
Let's have a listen. It's only half an hour.
It'll help you to understand that there are 4 cycles in Irish mythology. First, there's the mythological cycle. It concerns the most ancient reaches of our mythology, a time when a godlike race, the Tuatha Dé Danann, they shared this land with the Aeshe, or the fair folk, on which my aunt has already spoken to you. Secondly, there is the Ulster cycle, which took place around the birth of Christ. It mostly concerns the warfare of the regional kingdoms that made up what we now know as Ireland. The third cycle is the Fenian cycle, which focuses less on gods and their ilk, or even royalty. It concerns itself with the exploits of hunters and bards, especially the Fianna, led by the hero Fionn McCool. And finally, there is the fourth cycle, the cycle of kings. This cycle, as you may guess, tells the story of the kings of Ireland, often with a moral to their story about the qualities that are desirable or undesirable in a king. Even after the first cycle, where they're seen most often, the Tuatha Dé Danann occur in many tales throughout Irish mythology. They're not gods in the Christian sense. They do not have the same level of power, nor are they all-knowing. Rather, they're more akin to the gods found in ancient Greece or Rome.
Yeah, what is that meme? There's like a meme online where it's like, you know, the gods of Greece and Rome were all like fallible and they fought among themselves, and there were like lots of them that all did little jobs, and then the Christian god came along and said, oh, look at me, I'm perfect, there is only me. And someone is just like, did you just call the Christian god a Mary Sue? Which, I mean, like, fair.
They are understood to have dominion over certain aspects of life, yes. But they were also understood to exist in a form possible for mortals to encounter, and bound by degrees of the practical nature that this implies. Their plans, as we find in these myths, can be waylaid or circumvented by wily heroes. Indeed, many is the god that has died at human hands, or close enough to how we see death for it to be functionally the same in our eyes. Which brings me to the Milesians. The Milesians, our ancestors, at least for those Irish in the room, did not start their story in Ireland, but were a group of people who had travelled the earth for many hundreds of years. They came from Iberia, first led by a man named Each, who met with the 3 High Kings of Ireland, members of the Tuatha Dé Danann. He also met his end in Ireland, though the myths do not agree as to who or what killed him. Regardless, descendants of his brother's line, the 3 brothers, Amergin, Eruman, and Eberfin, would later come to Ireland seeking the vengeance for Eoch's death. To do so, their forces travelled to the royal capital of Ireland to confront the kings he held responsible for their uncle's demise. The Milesians and the High Kings negotiated a truce, in which the Milesians would stay 3 days anchored offshore in their fleet. But it was a trick. The Tuatha Dé Danann conjured a storm to wreck their foe's fleet. However, Amergin was a legendary poet and calmed the winds with magical verse. Those ships that outlasted the storms took again to land, and after great wars were waged, the survivors negotiated their peace. When offered half the land, the Milesians agreed, and cunningly took the upper half, relegating the Tuatha Dé Danann to the other world below. The land above was divided by Amergin between his brothers, giving the north to Erim and the south to Eberfin. They became the new High Kings of Ireland, then known in the Irish tongue as Era, in tribute to one of the sovereignty goddesses of old.
So we'd heard some of that before.
So much for listening. I hope this gives you an understanding of where we've come from, of the kind of people we are. A people who cannot be wiped out, who can overcome any force and the tricks they may use. A people who will not stop until this land is theirs once more.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Well, okay then. Given them some time, I wonder if the staff have finished moving those boxes out of the basement.
I should close the mystery of the basement's secrets. If I can form a hypothesis...
Yes, hopefully that's all cleared now. Right, the guy I'm looking for is not in here. That's fine. Okay, so we need to speak. He's probably out at the stables again. Okay, so do we go down to the basement or do we finish exploring the room? I'm going to finish exploring the room. Because... I mean, assuming I can, it could be the room is occupied now. But I want to... Sounds like this. Oh, balls it. Balls! Okay, it looks like we can't do that yet. That's... Okay, fine. We'll have to wait for the next hour. Does anything happen at 4? Hang on. The bar opens up. Good. Hopefully that'll drag him out of the bloody room. Okay, then there's the basement. And there's... Let's go talk to... guy... Stable person, whatever the hell his name was. Because we've got his thing now, which means we can get it. Yep, there he is. Why, hello there. Jacques, your goal is to bind Miss Dean to protect Miss MacLeod from harm.
That's about it. This whole event is bad news. The Dean woman is worse.
Because don't forget, I've got the hypothesis that Dean was not kidnapped, or she was kidnapped, but she kidnapped herself in order to bring me to this location, because we found out that she needs like 3 people of like ancient and Irish ancestry and blood in order to perform this ritual. She's one, the druid guy was the other, and I'm fairly certain I'm going to be the third one. Because, of course.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for Ivy, you know. A spell to keep her safe is nothing at all. And it's not like it'll do Miss Dean any harm. I've no interest in that. Not once Ivy is fine and well. But there's only so much I can do. If you're looking into everyone's business... Look, you make sure Ivy is safe again and I'll break my charm. You have my word. Just make sure whatever effect is being put on Ivy is lifted, and I'll lift mine on Miss Dean. If Miss Dean has bound Ivy's vision in some way, then she'll have to have put the components for it somewhere. That's how binding works. Same as with my charm and the chimney. I took this key from her one day, when she was out horse riding. It looks like it belongs to the manor, but I don't recognize it. You'll have better luck than me, I'd wager.
Catacombs key. Huh. Okay, catacombs. We'll have to have a look at that. Oh, no, not that way. Okay, basement. Let's hope there's no one around. Thank God for that. What's this from East Corridors? Oh, it leads there. Right, that's fine. Right, so this is the only room down here that we haven't been in, the kitchen. Doesn't seem like anyone's on the other side. Looks like we can explore this map pretty thoroughly too. Okay. Just can't see that as important. Locked, hasn't been open in a while. There's nothing I need in there. Okay. Stuck. There's something sticky keeping it that way. It smells like treacle. Is that a key? That's a key. Okay, so we need to get... Need a bucket? So I can use for mopping and the like. Oh, we have a bucket. What's this? An extensive guide on household management. It contains detailed instructions on cooking, childcare, and cleaning. Water to the quantity of 1 bucket. 1 piece of soap broken. This is for the liar. Liar? Not got an R in it. 1 dash of ethanol. 2 scoops of powdered chlorine. Seems to be everything in a few seconds that could survive all those chemicals, I'm sure. I have to gather those pieces and find some way to mix it. I think I'll take this with me. I think I know where I gotta go with that. I'm just... Is there anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. I mean, a few minor things, but nothing massive. I think I know where I gotta go. Just checking. Always better safe than sorry. You don't want to get a premature game over. Now. Let's put this to use. Okay, need to mix the correct ingredients. Okay. So. Liar. 2 scoops of powdered chlorine. Dash of ethanol. That's what the recipe calls for. Puzzles in this game have not been that complicated. It's just follow the on-screen instructions 9 times out of 10. Okay. Fortunately, people only move around once an hour, so it's good. Ooh. Well, hey. Books. Nothing of note. Key for the women's dormitory. Bingo. That's exactly what I wanted. Haha. Let's hope I can get in there. Maybe, maybe not. At least the boxes are gone. Good, good. Note there. Cousin, thank you for sending me these newspaper articles. You have no idea how useful you've proven to be. So they've proven to be, even. Remnants of a torn page with various notes on it. The main one reads, I know Miss Dean didn't leave, but where did she go? Something needs to be done to make sure she's okay. But it also has, why can't I remember, and I have to protect that poor lass written on it. Ah, hello. Photo of Kathleen's husband. On the back it says, Calm Joyce. So that's Joyce's area. Nothing there. Hello. See some symbols. Make a few words. Baby, money. What I think reads remember. Rattle for an infant. It looks fairly new and that it was made with care. Because we need to check her section out. It was like... Office, Seance letter, signed by Mr. Varley. It's taken off the wall. I wonder why. So, do we have enough you? Need to profile her. We may need to go and speak to her now. We might have enough information for that, which of course means we've got to find her. You know, you're the only one... Yeah, so hang on, we've got... What do the symbols mean? Well, that's obvious, wasn't it? I thought that would have been obvious. Wonder what's inside. Okay. Yep, okay. Right, so we've got... Yep, well done. Hang on, let me write this down. I don't know specifically if you know how specific this is going to be, but I think I can work it out. Combined with you, which is double of that. Alright, I think I got it. Okay, so we want you, and then you. Bingo! Sorted. Sorry, let me just put the pen and everything away. Right, what we got? Ooh, a purse. Purse has ED monogrammed on it. Quite a significant amount of money here. What are the secrets does the trunk hold?
A newspaper from back home. What is this doing all the way over here?
Gee, I wonder why.
It's dated the 5th of March, 1897. That's around the time of... I recognize that building. That fire. This is reporting on the Sheriff Street fire. My last job as station officer. The tenements were overcrowded and under-maintained. The landlord, one Rupert Dean, was living in London and willfully ignorant of their status.
Dean? Huh.
Once the fire took, it spread rapidly. Fire teams were deployed swiftly, but they could do little to fight back the flames. The fire was eventually stopped by the reliable Irish rain, but not before 23 lives were lost, including 2 firemen. Officer Ward, whose brother Eamon was one of the lost men, retired soon thereafter and turned his attentions to investigating living spaces for safety conditions. He challenged many proprietors in the courts to improve conditions, including Rupert Dean, the owner of the initial tenement in which Eamon Ward died.
Huh. So do you and the Dean family have history then? A twist I did not see coming, I'll admit.
After leading a number of investigations on this front, he has gained a reputation as a working man's champion. That's me.
Yeah.
Why does Mrs. Joyce have this? Someone here was looking into me. But why? The missing money. Did someone on the staff hire me to find Miss Dean?
Well, that'd be myself, Mr. Ward.
Mrs. Joyce?
I was starting to worry you wouldn't figure it out, Detective. Now come out of there, would you?
You're the one who hired me.
I'm glad my faith in you wasn't misplaced, sir. This wretched seance was bound to get someone hurt sooner or later. Without the means to look into what happened to the girl myself, there's not much I can do. But it's not right, sir, for no one to do anything at all. I can't do much myself, you know, but I can get the staff to help you. They're a bit strange in their own ways, but none of them would do a thing like this. Come with me, sir. We'll talk to them.
Ooh, okay. Sure, we're doing this.
I knew he would find out. He's not just anybody, you know. They write about him in the papers.
Might have told us earlier you'd have someone poking around here.
Well, it's done now. And it's better that we have someone to look for the Dean girl. It's always been eerie around here. I don't like the idea of someone lost about the place.
Quite right. Which is why I have us Mr. Ward here. Someone at this event must be responsible for whatever's happened to Miss Dean. So we'd all best be helpful to him.
Look, at the ball last night, another guess was taken. I gave chase through some catacombs, but I lost him in the hedge maze. Mr. O'Finn's kidnapper is likely the same person responsible for Miss Dean's disappearance. They must have a good knowledge of the house and its grounds. So who else other than yourselves would know the grounds that well?
There can't be many. Only the Marquess and the young master know the place. But the master likes to keep to himself.
We haven't seen him for a long time.
He doesn't leave his room. Not after the accident. And there is nobody else.
Okay, that's a little creepy. They're not aware they're speaking as one on this subject.
I see.
Fact of the matter is, sir, and I won't say anything much about it, as I don't want to speak ill of the Marquess or the Master. But you ought to go and take a look around the private residence, considering it all. It'd be where I'd start. You won't be able to get in without the proper key, though. And the Marquess has the only copy. He intends to hand it to me before the silent dinner so I can bring the young master his meal. Once I've done that, I'll pass it to you. Go to the silent dinner at 8 p.m. That's where I'll get it to you. You'll need to act fast to be done by the seance at 9.
Thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I will.
Okay. That was weird. I'm glad they're all staying here. Still, that's... Something has... Oh no, something strange has affected the staff, and now they're speaking in unison when asked about the Blake family.
It seems like the staff are in some kind of half-trance. They seem compos mentis until interrogated about the Blake family, at which time they have a shared, almost catatonic stock response. What does this episode teach me?
The Blakes are behind it, the staff must be innocent, the Blakes are being framed, the staff... I mean, you could say either of these.
Since the housekeeper hired me, that rules her out. Why bring in an investigator to stop your own scheme?
I don't know, they did it in Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. Insurance to make it seem like you were innocent.
Their speaking in unison means either all the staff are involved or none of them are. As if fake, they all had to be faking it. And so if she is ruled out, they all must be. I have picked up another fact about the... I wonder if there's anyone I... And if not...
Thing is, we've already eliminated everybody, I'm pretty sure, at this point. Yeah, so everything points to the silent dinner at 8. I can't do anything towards that until later. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Wrong button. Okay. Because here's the thing. I am fairly certain, unless I've misinterpreted something somewhere. So, you know, we've got all of these facts, 8 out of 9. Apparently there's one more fact kicking around somewhere that I haven't run into yet. And don't you love it when you find evidence that clears every suspect? I mean, I've suspected for a while that Dean didn't get kidnapped, that she's either A, fully aware of what she's doing, or B, she's been, like, possessed and is basically being controlled and puppeted by someone else. So my current theory is that no one kidnapped her and she kind of kidnapped herself in that way. So, yeah, it's like... I can't remember... Which one of these... Yeah, they have no pre-Manor history with Miss Dean, and yet she was invited to the Manor by Miss Dean, so that rules her out. She's staff, so that's fine. Miss Mantovani, she's a Catholic, and we know that the person responsible is Christian, so that rules her out. O'Mara, he's Catholic, so that rules him out. Quinn is Protestant, that rules her out. Hunter, let's see. Yeah, he's got large boots, and we know the person in question had medium shoes, so that rules him out. O'Finn has also been kidnapped. Someone kidnapped him, so it's probably not him. He's also pagan, so that rules him out. Toussaint, why did I rule him out? Oh yeah, he's non-magical. And we know that they have magical powers. For Callahan... yeah, she's Celtic, or Celtic-inspired at least. She's pagan, basically. Erickson... The religion thing is actually really good. Now, they have medium... But yeah, but she's Protestant, so it's not them. There aren't actually that many Christians here. So there's Catholic... You know, it's like, unless I'm misunderstanding and Catholic and Christian are the same thing, which I don't think they are. I know they're close, but they're not the same. So again, they're Protestant. He's Protestant. How did I do him out? There's something... Oh yeah, they're not in mourning. He's definitely in mourning because he's lost his wife. So yeah, I basically went through all of these people and they've all been marked off. Also, I need to hypothesize about you now. Apparently I can do that. So, no, hang on. So Mrs. Doyle was 2... I think... I think he wants to leave. I'm sure his goal was to save... an Aeon? No, that doesn't make sense as English. Maybe that? No, not that. Maybe it was Aeon. Oh. It was to... Maybe it's due to the Manor's effects. Okay, I think I'm missing something about his character here. Although I'm not sure exactly what. Maybe it was help? Oh, hang on, that could be it. That's it, yeah, help, not save.
Mr. Doyle seems to have forgotten that he originally came here under Father Sinnott's command. I should find and confront him about this.
He's right in front of you, pal. Hypothesis on that. I've done that. Pretty sure I've done that, thanks. Sometimes it does show up the wrong one. So I've got two of these guys. But let's talk to you, because him I still need to work with.
Sir.
Yes, I do. Jacques, your goal was to help Father Sinnott, but you've forgotten due to the Manor's effect, and now you just want to leave.
What? Oh, God. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, I do work for Sinnott. Or I did. I came and took the old porter's job when he was let go for misconduct. When was that? A year ago? I don't really know. The last few months are hazy. I was to map the grounds, find the Aeon, and bring Sinnott here to free it from its prison. Things are foggy here. I forgot all this. I don't think it was the drink, drugs, or even Miss Dean that did that. I was using all that to cover up the confusion. Confusion caused by this place. This place was protecting itself from me, from Sinnott. Not sure why talking to you has brought it all back, but I'm glad that it has.
What now?
Yeah, what now? I don't care about that old life. Doesn't feel like mine anymore. But I don't want this life either. I was thinking of going away, but something's been stopping me. But not anymore. Now I can move on from all this. Once I get my pay for this weekend, I'm leaving to see the world. Shove that seance. I'm not going. And tell Father Sinnott that I'm sorry, but he's on his own.
Oh, well, that was easy. Okay. Oop, another one bites the dust. He's not got much left at this point. Okay, so he was separate. I was actually expecting him to be connected to Father Sinnott, but he isn't. So I just got to go talk to him. Where is he right now, I wonder? Ah, he's in the library. Well, okay then. So... yeah, we need to go... yeah, let's go deal with Father Sinnott and get another person crossed off the list. So the only way to get into the Blake residence is to wait for 8, the silent dinner. Fine. We've got a bit of time then. That gives me a chance to clear off the other remainers. Where be the library? I think it's down over here. I'm about to very much ruin your day.
Yes.
Just got to discuss, huh? Okay, so I think if I talk to him about this, maybe he'll then talk to me about other things. I'm not sure. I've spoken with Mr. Doyle. Oh? I know you two are working on something here at the Manor, but he has decided to remove himself from the task. He asked me to pass on this message to you. I see. I suspected as much. I knew him, you know. I married his parents and baptized him as a baby. He was a good boy, a devout boy. I asked him to help with some church business, but I did not know what this place would do to him. He is changed, lost. I see that now, and except I did that to him by sending him here. I understand and respect his need to be free. Hopefully he will return in time on his own terms. And your task? I will try to carry on alone, I suppose. Humanity will not save itself, and Jesus has no company up on his cross. We shall see. Hypothesis? Alright, what we got? Hypothesizing time. Okay, Father Sinnott's goal is to help humanity by freeing an Aeon from the Black Iron Prison? Yes. No. No. Hang on. He's a Gnostic, isn't he? He wants to... No, it's not free and humanity. That doesn't make sense. No, I think it is an Aeon. Oh, maybe it is humanity. Maybe it's save humanity. It's the same difference.
Father Sinnott believes he can save humanity here. I should find and confront him about this.
Always makes me laugh. He's like, oh, I should find and confront him about this. And then he's like standing right in front of the person. It's like, are you aware you talk to yourself a lot, young man? Anyway, it's a couple of minutes early. We're going to pause to take a break now because I need to go to the bathroom and I need to get a drink, and this is probably going to take a while. So I will be back in just a minute. See you in a sec, guys. And we are back. Okay, let's see if we can help you with your little problem, shall we?
Yes, my child.
Your goal is to try and save humanity by freeing an Aeon from the Black Iron Prison.
If you have worked all that out, then you understand, yes?
I believe I do.
You know what lies deep beneath this complex, and what needs to be done. Good. For the mind is willing, but the body is weak. I was unsure I could do this alone. But no, we cannot discuss this here. Come to my room.
Okay, we're off.
I have no idea how an Aeon came to be trapped under this complex, but nothing else explains all the strange behavior here. Ghosts? What are ghosts? A breaking of the fundamental rules of the universe. Time marches on, entropy moves forward, life becomes death. But here, it is riddled with ghosts and other aberrations. Why? Because the Aeon's presence warps reality around it. Think, child. It is a being of pure creation, absolute power. Why then can't it leave? Why indeed? It must be trapped. Trapped, like us, in the Black Iron Prison. Perhaps by the Demiurge itself.
Whatever the reason, we must free it. And I know how. Many good believers died to help me bring this magic up from the cold, dark depths of the Eisressenwelt caverns.
Gesundheit.
The night I read about the caverns' discovery, caverns of ice found so out of place in Austria, I had a fever dream. Miles inside its interior, I saw an altar of ice. The answer, I knew, was there. We left at once, but it took months of digging, climbing, and searching to find the frozen shrine, buried far beyond what von Postlitz-Zorich had discovered of the caves. It was not so grand now, having melted after who knows how long, but there I found it. Behold! The Aeon Killing Sigil!
I mean, yeah, it's one way to make sure you don't forget it.
Worry not, child. I see the look in your eye. The fear of killing such a being.
Don't think that's what the look in his eye is, mate.
But you can only kill its mortal shell, that which is used to anchor it to this place. In truth, all you will do is set it free. And once freed, it will return to Monad and tell them of this place, this realm of rotten debauchery. Once the true God knows of us and our plight in this prison, and of our dedication and kindness in freeing its Aeon, it will come. It will save us. And we will be free.
Yeah, okay.
Why are you telling me this? Showing me this?
I am not sure I have much left in me. At all. And now, Seamus is gone. You know of the Aeon, the prison, our condemnation here, and now you have the sigil. Perhaps you can succeed where Seamus and I have failed. Go, child. Find the Aeon and free it. Free us all. Now, if you could excuse me, I'm so tired. I do not think I have this evening's seance in me.
Now that's interesting, actually. Because it could be... Maybe I need to actually use that during whatever end game we're getting towards. The world can certainly be a careless place, but a prison is a bit of a stretch. That sigil, though. Father Sinnott seemed convinced it was designed to kill an Aeon. Yet it looks so similar to those I found throughout the house. I assumed these sigils were some form of Irish pagan magic. But then, how did this one end up in Austria for Father Sinnott to find? That's a bloody good question. Right, okay. Next stop. Yeah, okay. So he's just not going there anymore. Fine, whatever. It's another one crossed off my list. So we've got his to do. We still got these two. What were you? Oh, I need to talk to her. And I can't do his yet either. I need to go into the catacombs. Don't go anywhere. Now, I don't actually know which door this key is for. Like, at all. Could be anyone, really. It's supposed to be a key for the catacombs, but... Oh yeah, that was the weird Easter egg thing. Which was weird. It's just like a reference to... Uh-huh. As this key opens this cell. What was Miss Dean doing down here? Is anything to find here? I don't see it. Am I missing something? Perhaps I should return here when I have more information. Oh. Is there more information to have? Unless... Oh, it could be tied to the other woman. Hang on. She's in there. I can't. I must have missed something. Okay, it's possible, could be wrong, but it is possible that... Don't make noises like that. You, come here.
Sir?
This, I guess... Found this while taking a stroll about the manor. You wouldn't have to know where it belongs to. No. It's Murphy? No, I don't. I don't know a single thing about her. I don't know where she is. Interesting. That you were trying to speak with Father Sinnott. I think that wouldn't be better left unasked. Alright, I think what I need to do for that one... Who else can I talk to about the baby rat at this lot? I need to find... Where is the maid likely to be? He's there. He's out there. Where's the maid kicking around? Damn it. I don't know where she is, and I think she's the one I need to speak to about this. 'Cause... He's in the office. I can't get in there. Where would she be based? Could she be in the basement, maybe? I don't actually know if I'm still allowed in the basement. I mean, I've more or less spoken to everybody, and they've all said, yes, okay, you know, we will trust you on this. I don't officially know if I'm allowed in the basement. I'm assuming I am at this point. She might be in the women's dormitory. Oh, okay. So yeah, we can just wander around now. She could be somewhere, she could not be. I just need to find her. Which is easier said than done, unfortunately. And my guess is... And it is a guess, but my guess is that... what's her name? Yeah, Murphy's mother tracked her down. And she doesn't want anything to do with her, so they're trying to play it quiet. That would be my guess. But until we can get that officially confirmed by finding the bloody maid, wherever the hell she's gone. You're here. Where would she be this time of night? You'd think she'd be listed on here because all the others are. Which to my mind implies she might not be somewhere I can get to. Can't get to him right now. He's the only other one to talk to. He hasn't been working here that long, though. That's the thing. Where could she be hiding? Well, we can have a mooch. She could be in one of the upstairs corridors. She does sometimes hang around in one of these places. Sometimes. Wasn't there a... Oh no, I'm thinking of another corridor. Got confused. I thought there was a turning at the end. There was not. Unless I can find her, I don't think I can continue this. That's the dead end, though. Yeah, I can't go in either of these rooms. I need to go back in there, but until they leave, there's nothing I can do. Which is irritating. I will say, one thing I do find a bit annoying is that sometimes you will have rooms labeled as locked when they're not. And that's very, very irritating. That threw me off before. Wait, I can't cross him off the list until I get into the Blake residence, right? And yet... I've had the pleasure of meeting your son. Nor will you, with respect, sir, I do not think this event suitable for him. Too many strange ideas for his young mind. It's bad enough that he strayed down this path. Okay. Do you know anything about this strange device? Just while I'm here. The gauge was built for this event. It's a measure of our collective psychic energies, a measure of how ready we are to pierce the veil, and thus a predictor of the seance's success. Before I arrived, but that is no longer the case. Will that impact things? Can't say for certain, but a full reading would be preferable.
If you'll excuse me.
Okay. Maybe she's in... Can't go into the office, obviously. Or at least, I don't think I can. Damn it, where is that woman gone? I genuinely cannot think of where the hell else she could be. I've literally been in every bloody room that I can think where, oh yeah, this is where she'd be, but she's probably like off the map somewhere doing something. You know, in a place I can't get to, I mean. Which is really annoying. No, that's the stables. That's not the door I wanted. I'm glad running around between rooms doesn't waste time. I do wonder if maybe in an early version of this game, perhaps it did. And they were like, no, it's a little too easy to lock yourself out if you're not 100% sure exactly where you're going or when, you know, where someone is when you're looking for them. There's you there. Maybe she will show up on the map if I go into the right area. I'm gonna hold my breath, but you never know. Just her. Darn. Well, I can't talk to her. I should maybe try and talk to... That's just him. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking I should probably talk to the only other people I can talk to now. Which is the stable master. I could talk to him about it, although I don't think I'm going to get anything out of him. And I don't know if I can talk to the other guy. I don't know if I can go in his office, because technically I'm clear, but his office might still not be, you know, allowable. I don't know. She's the one I want to talk to, but maybe that might not be a thing. She's further the rattle in her possession. It's not a happy so I'd leave well enough be.
Right, yeah.
Okay. I didn't think so, but I mean, I may as well use up a few minutes rather than wasting them. My only hope is that those two leave their rooms at 4. Because if they don't, then I've just got to wait out the clock. It's the only mysteries I've got left at this point. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10... Let me make a quick save. Am I in trouble? No, we're good.
May I be of service?
Do you know anything about this rattle I found? Probably one of Master Blake's old toys. Nothing to worry yourself over, sir. Leave it at reception and I'll bring it across to the residence. Yeah. We need to find her. And she's just not bloody available anywhere. Arrgh! It's irritating is what it is. And the one person that you really want to talk to is just not available to you. Because they're just somewhere else. I don't know. Okay. It was worth a try talking to those two, but I didn't think that was going to be it. I knew it was going to be her, I just don't know where the bloody hell she is. I suppose she could be in the wine cellar or the storeroom. Those were the two of the ones down there I didn't check. It's the only place left. If she's not there, then I'm just going to have to think of something else to do for my remaining time. I just don't like wasting time because it's like, well, you know, I want forward progress and I can't because one single person just isn't available to talk to apparently. She's not going to be in the... Well, she could be in the men's dormitory, but I doubt it. Yeah, she's not in there. Actually, is she on the timetable at all? Nothing. Nothing but nothing. There you bloody well are.
Good day.
Hello, sir.
Why are you here? I don't happen to know anything about missing handcuff rattle. Might be Miss Murphy's. Bring it to me and I'll return it. Oh.
I'll be off.
God bless.
That didn't help. That did not help anywhere near as much as I thought. Huh, what am I not...
Good.
Hello.
Maybe they're rather eager to discuss something with Father Sinnott. No clue what that's about, so he's a priest, spiritual teacher of sorts. Perfectly normal for us to ask him all manner of things, I'm sure. So plans from him as well then. Between me and the Lord. Yeah. What do you make of this? I had no idea Mr. Valley was still on this. Not many would spare a thought for a mother in her place. Sometimes the heart goes where it should. Poor girl. Say any more about it, it would be decent.
I'll be off.
God.
See, I know what it is. Just the game hasn't put it together, so I can't put it together. Talked about that, talked about that. I feel like I've literally done everything I can.
Good.
Hallow.
You've been working with Miss Murphy. Much sadness in her short life. Too curious for her own good, though. I worry, seeing her wandering around with all those heathens and eager to fill a hole in her heart.
I'll be off.
God bless.
Okay. At this point, that's about all I can think of. Talk to the other staff members about her directly, because there's nothing else left. Murphy, don't let her fool you, she's a right pain. I'd say I've rubbed off on her, but no, she's a terrible on her own. Okay.
I'll leave.
Yeah.
Because it's saying about a profile, it's saying I don't have to explore her her bedroom anymore, which it would be saying if there was any evidence there I'd missed. Okay, fine. So what am I missing with her? I'm thinking let's just ask the staff members around about her. And we'll go from there. At this point, I'm not 100% sure. Working with Miss Murphy. She seems a grand lass. Often we don't see each other very often. She works downstairs. What should we do about that?
Right.
May I?
Fine young woman and a valuable member of our team. Okay.
Sorry.
None of that helps. Who the hell? What am I missing here? I've missed something somewhere. I've discussed everything I can with her, but I think there's something I'm clearly missing. Two possibilities are, one, it just hasn't shown up yet, and I've got to clear other people's stories first. It happens sometimes. Two, I've literally missed something. I don't think I have. I would imagine... because I've done everybody else's. The only other person left is the stable master. Alright. You're the only other person I'm not sure about either. Guardian Marcus, the young son, lives in the private residence. Saw him once being wheeled through the grounds. It was only from a distance. Gave him a wave, and he returned it, and made it was lackluster. Not used to people, but of a recluse.
And to you?
I was wondering if maybe I could poke something out of that. The bar is open. Okay. Oh good, everybody's buggered off to the bar. Let's hope that... I mean, the wall guard, I'm bloody-tastic. If you're there, then your other half's there too. Right, let's go to search their rooms and find everything we can, because that's it. Those are the last two bedrooms, and I don't want to have to worry about it again. Always pays to check. So apparently there's something in here I still need to find, according to this. It's still saying investigate room 1. So what have I not investigated? Oh, there's something behind the mirror?
Christ!
No, never mind. Something behind me. I think it's gone. Novel. Let me just get started. Oh, yeah, we've got this. Do we know about this? $15.83. Boom. Oh wait, no, it can't be 1583, can it? Oh, it is? No, okay. Not that. I remember there being a code in that. Oh, that's... Oh, right. Yeah, that was the wrong one. Never mind. Yeah, that was... I thought I'd used that already. I just wasn't sure. Okay. That might be something else we need to get for later. That might be why it's saying, hey, investigate room genuinely worried she wasn't going to be out of her room. Okay. Jewelry, personal effects, vanity box. There's a key. I've written a letter in which Mrs. Lau details what she thinks is happening in the manor. Talks a lot about how this place is cursed because they are not honouring ancestors or themselves. They are careless with their actions and intentions. Of course, bad luck follows them. She works hard to cover it, perhaps to be taken more seriously. Mrs. Lau is a lot more superstitious than she lets on. Indeed. We did. Oh. The closest looks strangely higher than the other one. Ooh. Small key. Yoink. Dagger. Drugs. White powder. Same substance modified in this Cloud's room. Oh dear. Trouble in paradise. Luggage ticket for bay 12. Sorry, say that again. The bag's neatly labelled as belonging to the one Miss Evelyn Dean. Huh. A man's single cufflink has SC on it. Number of documents appear to belong to Miss Dean. Doubt they were given to Miss Lau for safekeeping. Huh. Poetry, psychology, nature and working of the human mind. Nothing in there. Yeah, it's still saying I need to look here. Oh, I don't know what for. Uh-huh. Ah. Brilliant. Ivy won't listen. She startles like a stray cat when I try to talk to her about anything remotely sincere. All for what? Damn Evelyn Dean, had an ounce of conscience for herself. Now Ivy is set on finding herself a husband. I don't see a way in which things will go well from here if this course is not altered. But Ivy has made it very clear she does not want me to do a thing. So I know what I have to do. I have to ensure she is confused just enough she won't see what I'm doing and attempt to stop me. Thankfully, I know how to temper her gifts after last summer's terrible trip to India. Similar dose here will soften her ability just a while, and I can see this done. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. Yes. 34525. Perhaps if Ivy does not marry, I should take that as a sign to do my duty and return back to my husband's family. Ancestors, sometimes I wish I had not tasted this Western freedom. Not sure I could give it up under any circumstance. No luck, damn it all. Wherever Miss Dean has hidden whatever it is she's acquired on us, I cannot find it. It's not in her room. What wicked lengths she's gone to just to make us miserable. What lengths I'm going to just to undo it. I hate this and I hate her. It's too much to just be left in peace. That's all I want. At this rate, I see no other recourse than to confront her. I shall arrange a meeting. We shall see how proud and astute she is there. And whether she has any heart at all. And if she does not, I don't know what I'll do. I will have to do something, I know that. Lord, this place. I've just returned from the ladies' bathroom. I swear I saw a ghost. Still, I am shocked by this place. I entered to find a woman washing a shawl in the bathtub. Thinking her a guest, I excused myself, but as she rose up, I knew that not to be true. Her body twisted in unnatural ways. She looked at me, though I cannot recall her face. She screamed. Oh, such a scream. Many lifetimes of anguish in that scream. I fell backwards. When I scrambled away, I noticed she was gone. Nonetheless, I went to a bathroom on another floor with great trepidation. I might be able to talk to her about the shawl woman. That might be a thought. Something scratched out. Looks like it says, in fact, I know full well what would need to happen. Evelyn would have to die. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 2, 5. Nice. A letter claiming to have evidence of a romantic relationship between Miss MacLeod and Mrs. Lau. You need this little romantic indiscretion with Miss Lau not to come to light. I could use the loyalty of a seer. Come talk to me, Ivy. We should work something out. Evelyn Dean. Wow. Okay, there's one other thing I want to check real quick. So let me just... Yeah, we might as well do this while I'm here. Sari's goal is to... find a fiancé to cover up her relationship with Miss Lau.
Miss MacLeod means to cover up a relationship under fear of blackmail. I should find and confront her about this.
Okay, that's good. We can do that in a minute. I want to check... There was something about booth 12 or something in the luggage? I don't know. Might be important. I don't know. They are numbered. Christine's bag. Though for one so well to do, the odds there aren't more. Empty. Likely had everything in her room before she came down here. Ah, right. Okay, so that was a pointer for something I'd already found. I had a feeling, because yeah, some of these bits I got to later than I should have done because I missed some obvious stuff, which is kind of stupid of me, I suppose. Actually use the key. I did. It didn't lead me anywhere. Okay, she was in the walled garden, wasn't she? I think that's where it said she was. It was either the walled garden or the hedge mage. I think it was the walled garden. There you are.
So, if I might ask, do you ladies find yourselves at events like this often?
Quite often. I've attended more than my fair share. Mostly in London, but not always. But an entire week, with the ultimate goal of some grand ritual. Oh, nothing like this has ever been done before.
It seems more the venture of one of the secret societies than that of a seer.
That's true. I think that's why we found it so enticing.
Then you're not of a society yourselves.
No, I have a gift. And I enjoy the company of those who would believe it. And Victoria and her infinite patience is here at my behest.
It's not patience. After all, this has been a more interesting week than I would be having otherwise.
Okay, can I just talk to you very quickly? I need to ask you a question. On my arrival here, I thought I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I've seen her too. I saw her entering the ladies' bathroom. She shrieked and I fell back. When I stood, she was gone. There's no way she got past me. Another gift in this awful hotel. Okay, fair enough.
That's all.
Farewell, Mr.
I wasn't sure if that might lead to something, but I guess not.
Hello.
Your goal is to find a fiancé to cover up your relationship with Mrs. Lau.
Shush! Not so loudly. Oh, but look at me. I don't want things to be like this. I feel awful doing this to Victoria. As long as Miss Dean has her evidence, we are not safe. We'll be ruined if she decides to share it. So, all I can do is try and mitigate the damage. Even if that means... Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Please, Mr. Ward. You can't tell anyone. You can't. Please. We will be doomed.
Don't worry, miss. I won't tell a soul. I hope Mrs. Lau is handling the situation well.
Well, she's more calm than I. What will I do without her? I do hope Miss Dean doesn't succeed in driving us apart. Oof. The only way I can see that happening is if we somehow get those awful materials and burn them. There is no other way to be free from that horrible woman's grasp.
Interesting. Okay. So we do that, and now we can hypothesize about you. Make a hypothesis. Victoria Lau's goal is to save her relationship with Cloud by drugging her so she can find Miss Dean? Pretty sure drugging is the one that has to go in there, because otherwise the sentence doesn't make any sense. Let's go allow this to save her relationship with Miss McLeod by drugging her so she can... You can't use the same one twice. What am I missing here? That all feels fine. Her goal is to save her relationship with Miss McLeod by drugging her so she can something. Well, it could be rob, as in rob the letters. Yeah, there we go. I thought Rob meant something else.
Miss Dean at any cost. I should find and confront her about this.
Hello.
Hello.
Confront. Your goal is to save your relationship with Miss McLeod by drugging her so you can rob Miss Dean.
Oh, would you? Please, would you keep your voice down? I am not proud of this. I do not... Oh, God, I don't want to be doing this. This whole thing is repulsive. I tried to find the material Evelyn somehow has. Do you understand? But I couldn't find it. There didn't seem much option to me then. I don't want to think what I might have to do. But the more I consider my options, I realize that if Ivy knows what I'm doing, she can't. I can't inflict her with it. I can't. I have no doubt I'm sinning against her, Mr. Ward. I have no illusions of that. My hope is that it is the lesser of the evils I must subject her to. So you're right, of course. I have seen you asking questions. Your business is other people's business, I gather.
In cases like this, sometimes I wish it wasn't.
You think I don't hear myself? How horrendous this all is? I do not want to be here, Mr. Ward, considering these things. I am doing what I think is best for Ivy. As for Miss Dean, you know I've not yet met with her, don't you? I meant to, but she never showed. Despite what I think I might have to do, I haven't hurt her. And I won't have to consider her anymore at all if perhaps you could make good use of this. Could you retrieve what Miss Dean has on us? I believe she stashed it where she's made a mark on this map, but I cannot tell where this is. It does not match anywhere I found on the grounds. Perhaps you, with your keen eye and wandering spirit, might know where it leads. Then it can all be over. A little mercy on us, sir, please. I do not deserve it, but Ivy does. Do it for their sake, if not mine. I only want to be left in peace. That all this might be between myself and Ivy, and no one else. That would mean the world.
Yes, I had a feeling that was going to be the case. Yep, I mean, yep. Yeah. Find the key. We have the key. Okay. It's gone 10, so we're going to take a break. But clearly and obviously, you know, I know what I'm doing now. I've got to go down to the catacombs. Whether I can actually do the thing or not, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll wander down there and have a look-see. I think I might be clearing off 3 people with this one, so I guess we'll see where we go. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Okay, right. I think we head down into the catacombs. Hello. Is there anything else with you I can talk to just while you're here? Maybe a note? You being paid adequately? I can put food on the table. But the hotel's been struggling financially. Stop spreading that around, sir. Mr. Valley has hard enough as it is. Man would do anything to keep the hotel running. Last thing he needs for folks to think poorly of it. Makes sense. What was this? Badly written note. What was this, and why is it these three people I can talk to about it? I this note lying in the hallway, miss. Couldn't make out all the words. I bet someone was hoping to ask Father Sinnott for help. It's just Robert, sir. Dispose of it. Where did you say it was? Just stupid idea. What? That was it? What the? What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Sure. Is to talk with Father Sinnott to learn about her. Oh, it was her child. I thought it was her. No, that can't be right. No, her future. Now that Miss Dean can't help. No, okay. I thought she was the child.
Miss Murphy is looking for a means to learn her child is okay. Miss Dean was teaching her magic to that end. But now that she is missing, Miss Murphy is turning to the priest for help. I should find and confront her about this.
Oh, okay. I'm getting that turned around then. I thought she was the kid and her mum was looking for her, not that she was the mum looking for the kid. Okay, I misinterpreted that. Right, we've got to... Yeah, thanks. We gotta go... Nope, that was actually the wrong way. I see there should be hidden at the far edge of this cell. Oh, sure, now there's like this. Loose brick and there's something inside. Must be what Miss Lau was after. Okay. Blonk. Excellent. Why was it that specifically that? Oh, you know what? Never mind. I sometimes I just guess into these things, and sometimes I don't. Who the hell knows? Cares? Right, I'll deal with you in a minute. Who are we actually talking to about this? I don't know. Both of them, I guess.
I believe I found the information Miss Dean had on you.
Oh, you have? Let me see. Mr. Ward, you have no idea how relieved I am. I have to get Victoria. And maybe I'll find Dara too. He'll be around here somewhere. Just one moment. For all that trouble, I suppose you really did not imagine we'd ever just get our hands on everything to be able to just burn it away. But that's all of it, isn't it? There's nothing else.
That's everything.
Oh, I could cry.
No need for that now, lass. You're alright. Oh, but you do like to make me worry, don't you?
I'm just making sure you haven't lost your touch. Oh, but Dara, I'm sorry.
Sorry? You haven't a thing to be sorry about. But let's keep you two out of any more trouble, eh? Well, while that sight of yours is coming back, love, both of you keep these with you. They'll keep you safe during that seance. I've a bad feeling about that one.
Thank you, Mr. Hunter. You're very good to us.
And there's not much I wouldn't do for Ivy, Mrs. Lowe. And now she's a grown woman. I trust her to know what's best for her. So you'd best not prove her wrong in that. You understand?
Dara!
Of course, Mr. Hunter. And Mr. Ward, too. You really do both have my thanks. One day, I hope to repay you.
Oh, certainly. If there's anything you ever need.
But, Ivy, I do have to talk to you. I need to apologize. You should know everything.
I'd better get back to my duties. I'll leave you be.
Yes, I think myself and Victoria have a lot to discuss now. Thank you both for your help.
Well, hey. That's 3 knocked off at once. Nice. Boom. And boom. And boom. And then there was 1. Hang on. 1. So got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess the last one is her, and then these 3 I can't do until later. That's interesting. We're actually about to run out of things to do, which is quite a feat. I didn't think I'd get done early. I genuinely thought I'd be butting up against it. Okay, back to... There's obviously going to be something going on here, so I'm not, like, quite done, but I'm done enough. Everything else I can't do until I can get into the Blake Manor, and that's later.
Sir?
The goal to talk to Father Sinnott, to learn about your child now that Miss Dean cannot help you.
You... But how did you... Oh, Lord. You know. You know about my little girl. You know I was learning magic so I could see her. You... Oh, Mrs. Joyce was right, wasn't she? Oh, when she found out, she...
Miss, it's all right. You're not in any trouble. Not at all. Miss Dean was teaching you, wasn't she?
I thought we were doing so well. And then she just left. I can't do anything without her. With her gone, I thought Father Sinnott might know something about my daughter. Or he might know someone who does, but I can't ask. I've tried. I can't make myself do it. I can't say the words. What if he says no? I don't know what I'd do then. I just want to know she's all right.
If you'd like, I can ask him for you.
You would do that? You have no idea what that would mean to me.
I can certainly see about it, miss.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, sir. Here, in case this helps, a picture of my girl. Thank you. Please, don't lose it, sir. It's all I really have of her.
I won't. I promise.
Interesting. Okay, so we gotta go find Sinnott again. Keeps having to do that. Where is he likely to be now? Ah, library. Good, that's not too far away, actually. That is right through here.
Yes, my...
Why are you two on here? I was wondering if I might ask something of you. I tell you without knowing what it is. The cook, Miss Murphy, has a little girl who was taken into custody by a Madeline Laundry? Shortly after her birth. She is anxious for news of her. I said I would ask on her behalf. How much suffering in this life is there not? Why is it that God allows a child to be taken from a mother? Is that bond not God's plan? Is it not sacred? What agents of the divine are we that we would do something so vile? Are we agents of the divine at all? What you ask is outside my power of influence, at least as you would ask it. I would end her suffering, all suffering in my own way. That is of no use to her, here, now. I'm sorry to say that she will not see that child again by conventional means. We are surrounded by unconventional people, are we not? Maybe one of them has a way to see what cannot be normally seen.
I'll take my leave.
Go with...
Right, so we're looking at two people by the looks. Mantovani or Callahan. Don't know where either one is. You are, I don't know. And you're, I don't know either. Fan-bloody-tastic. Could be in their rooms, which would be a bloody problem. Try the bar. Sometimes people sort of randomly end up in here. Bit early for that by the looks. Okay, easiest way to find... to knock on their doors and see if they're in their room. Because if they're not in their room, then that means they're out somewhere. But if they are in their room, I gotta bloody wait. Again. She's in her room. Fan-bloody-tastic. She is not in her room. Well scrying. Oh, is she at the well? She might be at the well. She's got an extra bit. It's probably her. That's good, actually, because she's the only one I have access to. The fact that these people can just go into their rooms and spend just an entire hour there just slows your progress. It's like you can't even knock on the door and ask them to come out to talk. Which is really irritating. So she'll be around somewhere. I just gotta find her. She'll be in a room. She's not in her bedroom though, so that means she is out and about somewhere. I just gotta track her down. Bingo. Okay, best way to get to her? If I can knock this one out, then that's it. The seance isn't going to work. Please be the right person. I think she might be, actually. But I don't know.
Do you think you'd be able to lead Miss Murphy in well scrying? It would do her good to see her daughter. But the Magdalen Laundry that took her child, they won't share any information.
I guess the Magdalen Laundry is like... I mean, if it's a laundry thing, then... That's weird.
I can think of no better cause. You tell Miss Murphy I'm ready whenever she is. And to meet me at the well.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, did I have to run back? But I guess not.
There you are. Come here now. Have you done this before, Alanav? No, miss. I've never... I didn't know it would really work. Does it? It most certainly does. Come here and stand beside me. You'll want to look into the well and try and get your thoughts calm. Take all the time you need. Deep breaths. There. Now, I want you to think about your daughter. Do your best to picture her in your mind. Look at that. There you go. That's her? She has your eyes, does she not? She looks all right. Oh, she looks well. Oh, I was so worried. I hope you'll get to see her again someday. But until then, I can show you how to do this for yourself too, you know. You... Really? I've no words. That'd be... Thank you. So much. It's no trouble at all, sweetheart.
To love that child so much. She scarcely met her before they were separated. Separated in God's name. Did the Lord not die for our sins? Depends who you ask.
It doesn't ease the hurt in my heart to see her. But it does with the guilt. I didn't know how heavy that was sitting on my soul. Now that I know she's okay, I think I can rest.
Why don't you take some time, Miss Murphy, and rest? I think we can handle the seance without you.
If you're sure, sir. I do feel weary from all this.
Nice. And boom. The last drop is emptied. There's nothing left. So all the lights out. What does that mean for the seance, I wonder? So that, to my mind, implies there is nothing else I can do prior to the seance. I think. Could be wrong. So the only people I've got left are, Marquis Blake, Master Blake, and Coventry. Now, I can't deal with Coventry until I get to see him. I can't deal with him until I can get into the Blake residence. I can't do that until 8 o'clock. So, that's actually really cool. As I said, I genuinely didn't think I'd have time, you know, at this point. The seance is taking place in the hedge maze. I suppose that makes its own kind of sense. Missing. Yes, he is, apparently. I guess there's nothing else to do. Like, I have unfortunately weared it all out. The only thing I'm apparently missing is some apparent pieces of evidence here or there. Which is this. I don't know what I'm missing in some of these, you know, bits of evidence, but... Well, okay. There's not really anything else I can do, which is, as I say, it's a bit of an odd thing. There was just a point where I felt like I didn't have enough time, and now I feel I've got too much. Which is odd. It's very odd. I guess that means the game is actually quite well paced, and there's a lot of redundancy, you know? I think if I'd have asked everybody everything, I would have run out of time, but I very quickly realised you're not supposed to do that. And then, of course, once I realised you've got to get into people's rooms in order to learn about them and all this, that, the other. So, yes, it's like, can't do him until we get into the residence. Can't do him until we get into the residence. Can't do him until we get into the residence. There's nothing else left. Everybody else is done. I'm curious who this is. I do wonder if there's going to be... That's probably Dean, if I had to guess. If I had to guess. Don't know, but... I don't know. So, that kind of raises the question of what the bloody hell do we do with the rest of our time? See, this is the little brat. Ooh, apparently I uncovered a fact about it. Seriously? Sure, okay. We have to keep looking at pictures like this? Uh-huh. I know. What? Who's that? Is that a ghost? Yes, it was a ghost. We've been through this. She didn't leave anything behind. Well, sure, why not? Let's learn about the Blakes. Sure, whatever. Dream. I think this is just information. Yeah, that's just information that would have led me to the dream, but I've already done that one. Oh, did I not do that? Thomas Blake, passion for music. I don't think there's anything massively important here, but it might inform some stuff, maybe. I thought I'd read all these. I guess I hadn't. Oh, it's this. Right. Huh. See, this is all extra stuff. This doesn't add anything to anything, really. So I guess that was miscellaneous library stuff. Oh, fair enough. Right, well that's nothing there, really, is it? It'll be interesting if we finally get to talk to him. I've got the suspicion there's going to be like a twist there or something, but I'm probably just being paranoid. Let me go talk to Marquis Blake. Because at this point, I've literally got nothing to do. You know, I may as well just pass time by seeing if there's any more information I can glean. Actually caused the carriage accident. I suppose you might. About 3 years ago, Mary had taken the boy to Gorford for a treat to see the boats. I suspect there was no reason for it other than her good heart. A storm came that day, quickly. The driver suggested they return to the manor before it became too severe. They left it too late. The roads were muddy, the wind was strong. A tree fell, and in his efforts to avoid it, the driver lost control of the carriage. Tumbled, and Mary, well, she was gone. Driver, blessed him, managed to pull Walter out and carried him back to the manor. The driver succumbed to his own injuries a few hours later, bleeding out. No doctor could get here in time to save him. That this happened on October 31st is an irony not lost on me. Interesting. Tell me about your wife. Heard of your late wife. My condolences. My thanks. Controversial marriage. Her family was not of high enough status for my title. As a part of the famines I had felt, it was important to secure the family house and finances. Are there many Blakes left? No, the manor was full once. Family larger, but this is just Walter and I now. No doubt some distant relatives exist somewhere, but I do not know of them. Numbers dwindle each generation. Tragedy of marriage in other families. The west of Ireland is very remote. Once a woman had been betrothed, she rarely kept in touch, and is even less likely to return. I've been open to the public for long. I took over the titles and land when my father died in the mid-1860s. The manor was over 200 years old by then and needed much work. The famine did not leave a lot of spare funds, so I opened the place as a hotel to help finance the renovations. It was in the spring of 1870. It's all nice information, but it's not like desperately necessary, so that's fine.
If you listen,
I did get something else. Again, it's more stuff I can only discuss with Walter, and he's not around. Or not available yet. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I've got time to spare. Let's just wrap up everything he's got. Sounds like this may be a real boost for the hotel's income. One hopes it's more about than profit. Money unrecovered is still money well spent. There. Forgive my discussion of money at a time like this, but surely Miss Montavani's talents couldn't have come cheap. Oh, indeed, but for an event so important as this one, I'll only have the best. I've figured that out by now. The expense, the people, the distance they have come, will be one of the most important nights of history. I'm just going to wrap up everything with him, just in case it prompts something, I don't know. I mean, that is something I could do, like run around and try and fill in some of the gaps I've got, but I'm not sure I can be bothered to do that. Did you personally invite Miss Dean to the manor? The only guest that was invited was Miss Montavani. Her name was enough to bring in the rest. Looked at the time of year, I swear I've seen things. There have been reports of hauntings on the manor and its ground as far back as my family has held it. Sounds as a strange event to host. It's my wife a few years back, carriage accident. Washer woman? When I arrived, I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I have seen this woman. Though she is no woman, she is a spectre. I see her across the manor. More now as the place fills and the hour draws near. This area belongs to you and your family. I'm unsure anymore. We owned quite a lot some time ago. Some has been sold over the years or traded as dowries. There are records, but I'd have to go and search. Fair enough. Well, okay then. That didn't ping anything new information, did it? Of course it didn't. Okay, well... I don't actually know what else to do other than to just pass some time. Like, literally. Find one of those clocks and pass time. But yeah, this is... Gauge is empty and the lights are off. Nobody's home. Or no one's going to the seance. Or the people who are going have sorted their problem, so it's not a problem for them. I've got nothing else to do. There's supposed to be a talk on, so I may as well go to that. I'm still annoyed I missed the first one. It's the only one I missed. I was just busy with other things. That's in the drawing room. Yes, yes it is. Which is down there. Might as well.
Well, this is quite the turnout. Even the Marquess himself has come. Well,
I mean, seems fine to me.
I hadn't expected anyone to take much interest in the area. I suppose I should start by introducing myself. My name is Simon Coventry. I'm going to share some interesting facts about this part of Ireland that I picked up while researching for this trip. So, I'm sure you all know, this land came into the Blake family in the 1650s after Cromwell's invasion. What I found interesting was what came before. This land was a place of worship and innovation. A gathering spot for scholars and engineers and artists to work on understanding and advancement, the betterment of their people. Easy pickings for Edward Blake. No doubt he and Cromwell cared very little for any knowledge held by primitive pagans. I couldn't find anything that spoke to what happened at the work from that site. Presumably it was set ablaze. One has to assume not everyone was put to death by Cromwell's forces. However, I suspect many surrounding families have stories and knowledge passed down from that time and those people. Why, given his background, perhaps our very own Dr. Callahan is linked to that place.
You flatter me, sir.
Perhaps those survivors are the reason that Connacht is home to all manner of wonderful myths and sacred sites. Brachroin and Owenogga Cave, Queen Maeve and her cattle raids, the Children of Lear. All fascinating stories, but too long to get into here. Certainly worth a read in the very well-stocked library here, if you find yourself bored. Not that I can see that happening with the Seance only hours away.
Does anything of the pre-Christian site still exist?
Oh, I don't think so, I'm afraid. From what I can gather, it was all razed to make way for the castle and its estate.
I read one monk's account that what was here before was partially underground.
You've done your homework, Father. Yes, some accounts do suggest that, though none of the maps I've studied show anything useful. Marquess?
There are some sinkholes on the far reaches of the grounds, where caverns beneath the old settlements collapsed in. I do not know whether those collapses are the result of time, or if they were manually closed. I suppose it matters not either way. Nothing else remains.
Well, there you go, Father. That's me, I am afraid. I've nothing else to share. Probably quite mundane in the face of everything, but nothing wrong with a break in the face of madness.
I suppose. Well, there you go. So, I mean, that killed half an hour, and it was interesting as a general thing. So at this point, as I say, we've got nothing to do except wait for the silent dinner and do all that stuff. I think. I don't believe there's anything else we can do. It's yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I mean, here's the thing, like, finding all the facts, that's something I could do, but I'd probably have to use a guide. Because I've no idea where the hell to start on some of those things. No clue whatsoever. Okay, so what have we actually got on the timetable? We got talk there, nothing for 6. Bar closes, then we have the silent dinner at 8. I mean, what do we got 10... Oh, excuse me, sorry. We got 10 minutes left for today. I can't think of, like, let's just discuss some of this stuff. Pills that help with that sort of thing. Yeah, I didn't think that would lead to anything. No, nothing. Nothing I think that'll help me do his, because as I say, if I've cleared off the device, that means whoever I've got left is post-Seance. Or post going into the Manor. I get the feeling that's going to be like endgame. Once we get to the silent dinner and do... You know, we do that. Then we do the Manor. And then we go from there. So what I'm thinking... there's really nothing else for me to do. This is the point. I think I've run out of things to do. As I said, it is funny considering that I just, you know, didn't think I would, and then suddenly I did. So yeah, we just gotta wait for the Sodding Silent Dinner and then hope I've got enough time. So I could end just a little bit early, because there's no point in me doing anything now, because I've got 10 minutes left, and even if I fast forwarded time to the Silent Dinner, I don't know how long that section is going to take. I don't know if it's going to be very automatic. I don't know what's going to happen. And if we are heading into Endgame, I'm thinking let's leave all of that for tomorrow's session. So I'm thinking let's just stop, and then at the start of tomorrow, when I play this again, we just skip to the Silent Dinner, because I can't think of anything else to do at all. As I said, the only other option would be to fill in some of the blank patches on this. I can't be bothered. As I said, it's something I'd use a guide for, or I, you know, do on a second run to like 100% everything. So, you know, I don't really care at this juncture. Yeah, I'm not achievement hunting. I would like to get the best ending if I can, and I'm hoping that by clearing out all of these people, I'm heading towards that. I've got my fingers crossed, but I don't know. Because a lot of these people are like, I'm not attending the seance. You know, yeah, that sigil's weird. Actually, there's something I want to look up real quick. Hang on. Who was it I wanted to... I don't know. Anyway, you know what? I think I'm going to leave it here for today, because, as I said, there's nothing else left for me to do. I'll make a proper save, just in case something goes wrong and I need to roll back if I miss something or forget something or anything like that. But I really don't think there's anything else left. I've solved everybody's mystery that I can. I've solved all the mysteries. The only thing left is for me to go to the Silent Dinner so I can get to the Blake Manor. That's it. There is literally nothing else left for me. So I think, as I say, it's a few minutes early, but we'll wrap it up for today. And then tomorrow we'll probably finish, I'm thinking. I can't imagine this going on too much longer. Like I said, I'd be surprised if Endgame lasts more than 3 hours. It may not even be a full 3 hours tomorrow, but yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to sort of see where we get to. It'll be interesting. I'm kind of, you know, I've really enjoyed this game. I remember when I was first starting with the whole timer thing, I really wasn't sure if I was going to like it. Because I was like, you know, the whole pressure to do right was really like, I'm not sure about that. Then there was, of course, my suspicion that it was going to be a time loop game. I don't think this is a time loop game. There may be like second playthroughs where you can try again, maybe with some differences or something, maybe, but it's not a time loop game. There's more than enough time for you to put all this together. But yeah, I've actually had a lot of fun putting all these together, so it's been fun. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.